is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. हम 3 दिन तक will be English, I know. It was Hindi there. I had to change the mode, English mode. See, we all live at 3 different levels of our existence. We live at the body level. Please, Viraji. ऊपर बैठो, मुझे कोई आपत्ति नहीं. Except on my head, sit anywhere. So, we live at 3 levels. At body level, at experience level. Body level means this world. Experiences are happening inside. So, world of experience and experience of the world. Now the third thing. The experiencer. Every experience has these 3 components. World of experience, experience of the world, and experiencer of the world. Satsanga is addressing these 3 levels of our life. And when we are living in this world, are we living with understanding, or we are living mechanically? Anything you do mechanically, there is no charm left in life. See? Anything you do mechanically. So, for example, I was in Goa many years before, and one of my friends had a huge factory. They were manufacturing the files which are used for smoothing the irons, etc. And a very big factory, like this big hall, and so many lathe machines. With every lathe machine, there was a worker. So when I saw that, then I asked him. I said, can I talk to one of the labor worker here? Yes, yes, you can. So I selected one old person. Problems are not with the young people. Problems are only with the old people. See? You see the politics throughout the world. Children are not politics. Elders are creating problems. So I went there. And I asked him, hey, if I talk to you, will it disturb your work? He said, no. So I was talking to him. First question. Since how many years you are working here? Oh, I am working here for last 20 years. And when you are talking to me, is your work disturbed? He said, no, I am doing it. Even without looking at it, I can do it. I said, are you enjoying this? He said, what enjoying? What else can I do? I had to look after my family. I had to work. If you don't enjoy, what is your life? How do you live thereafter? Suppose you are working for 8 hours, good. After that, he said, Maharaj, I will tell you the truth. I will not tell you lies. You are a Maharaj, I cannot talk to you lies. When I go home, I open the liquid spirituality and enjoy. So I said, wonderful, keep it up. And I went somewhere else. Then the owner of the factory told me this, Swamiji, it's good that man himself brought this topic. I wanted to request you, you please address them and tell them, don't drink. This is not good for your health. I said, look here, if I am in his place, I will do the same thing. Is it a life we lead mechanically? Life we are living for getting happiness, and this is where we go wrong. Don't do anything to get happiness. Do everything happily. See? Therefore, when we are living in this world, we have to work out for this. So, when action is preceded by knowledge, that action has got a different flavor. When we know something. So, when we are living in this world, how do we live? We have got only one interaction. Either I like it or I don't like it. No third reaction. And when I like something, I run after that. When I don't like something, I run away from that. So our whole life is run or run. See? Therefore, when we look at this world with an eye of ignorance, our interaction will be different. But when we look at the same world with an eye of wisdom, our interaction will be different. And this wisdom eye is not given to us anywhere in this world except in Satsang. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam. Three stages which get us involved in this world. First is janati, second is ichchati, third is karoti. On the basis of these three principles, your TV advertisements go. At 11 o'clock, when all the people have gone work, then these ammas are at home. So the TV program begins. Potato cutting machine. In 5 minutes, you can cut 5 kilograms of potato, exactly the same shape and size pieces. MRP 21,000 rupees. But if you order right now, you will get it for 2,100 rupees. What a great benefit. And when you dial that number, it will never go engaged, it will never be wrong number. Perfect number. And you order and immediately next day the machine comes. Now, how many of you are at home? Hum do hamara koi nahi. Only 2 of them. Now that machine that you have bought, for what? See? And then that machine I have bought, then I have to show to others. Then find out some excuse and call people. And then prepare the things. And then when you are serving, people are enjoying only. They wanted to eat food and forget about you. But then you say, how are they? Say, oh, they're very good, very good. Nobody is talking about that potato. And her heartbeats are missing. How do you like this potato? Ah, theek hai. No comment on the size and the shape of the. Don't you see that they are exactly same shape and size? Yes. Nobody asks how you did it. Then she has to say, actually, the other day I got this machine, I imported. In today's world, who are the parents? Father is Google and mother is Amma Jan. Whatever you want, ask Google. Google, what is the temperature outside? And Google tells you. Father. And whatever you want, Mama, get me that. Amazon. So we are today digital children and never born to parents, but downloaded with a username and a password. Friends, our life has become because of this. Whatever we see, we have to react. Then reaction is, I like it, I don't like it. If I like, I run. If I don't like, I run away. Therefore, Satsanga tells us, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat na asti akritaha kritena tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Parikshalokan karmachitan, take a pause. Don't we see the on the road? Stop, look, and go ahead. In the same manner, take a pause in your life. Look behind and see what have we achieved till date in this world. What have we achieved? We will come to know if we have to write our biography, which Bhagwan Shankara has written for us. बालस्तावत् क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणी रक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोऽपि न रक्तः भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम. Other than fulfilling our desires till date, what have we done? Pariksha Lokan, evaluate your own experiences. How many desires we have fulfilled? Have we discovered fulfillment in life? And this can come only if we are able to evaluate our own experiences in life and learn from those experiences. One person asked me somewhere in UK this question, Swamiji, what is the secret of your spiritual life? Do you study? I said, hardly. Do you do the japa? I said, by mistake once in a while. Then what you do? I said, I eat and I sleep. Don't struggle in life. See? But you must be doing something. I said, yes, I do one thing. And what is that? Learn from every experience of your life. See? Learn every experience. And that ability to learn from the experiences of our own life is called as Sadguru. Okay. Now we are sitting with Baba here. One of his devotee, he wanted to be all the time in Shirdi with him. So the great master knows what is right for whom. So he says, you go to that Brahmagiri mountain and stay there. No, I don't want to go. How can I be away from you? I want to be in your company. He said, but you have to go. He goes there. After having gone there again he has the same darshan. Then he tells, look here, you are getting too much attached to gross things in life, where I am not. Bhaye prakata krupala deena dayala. Bhagwan doesn't come He manifests. Yamai vesha vrunute tena labhyaha tasesha atma vivrunute tanum swam. Paramatma reveals his presence. He may reveal, but are we able to recognize? Somebody was supposed to receive me on Heathrow Airport. So that lady was preparing. Her neighbor came. He said, I know you are getting some guests on Swami. You are busy. You do it. I'll go and pick him up. So she said, but you don't know that Swamiji. Don't worry. Swamis are weird people. Anybody can recognize them. I'll go and find out. Swamiji means what? Non-normal people are Swami. You dress so nicely. We see how funny dress. You are very well shaved. And we are having, this is not an act of commission. It's a reason of the omission. So I will go and find out. Don't worry. He came to airport. And when I came out, when some Swami came out, he came with a garland like this thing and put the garland in. Swamiji, namaste. Swamiji, free mein mil gaya. Namaste. It's a typical, Ashirwad. Namaste. Then he said, I'm sure you are Swami Anubhavananda. He said, no. I'm Gadbadananda. Now what he will do? Will he say, Veri mala vapas karo? See? Just learn. And therefore, if we learn, then what happens? See, with every additional learning, not from outside, but from our own experiences, we grow wise along with the age. If we don't learn from the experiences of our life, we grow old and otherwise. Old, otherwise people are a problem for everybody in this world. We have to grow wise. And nobody can teach us. This is the basic principle of Satsanga. Nobody can teach us. We have to learn. See? In Kaivalya Upanishad, a mantra comes. Adhihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtham Sada Sadvihi Sevyamanam Nigudham Yaya Chira Sarva Papam Vyapoya Parat Param Purusham Yadi Divyam. Hey Guru Maharaj, please teach me Brahma Vidya. Guru Maharaj washes his hands. He says, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Davaihi. What Baba's words are? Shraddha Saburi. Saburi is patience. Shraddha is inner strength to jump into the unknown darkness. That is Shraddha. See? So if we learn from every experience of our life, then only we grow wise. Nobody can teach us. We call Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. If Bhagavan Krishna is Jagat Guru, he failed to teach to Dhritarashtra, to Duryodhan, to Dushyasan, to Shakuni Mama. He could not teach. He was a Jagat Guru. Why he failed? Because in the process of transfer of knowledge, the receiver is more important, not the giver. So in our satsang, you are more important, not me. If you are not there, am I going to talk to the chairs or what? And the effect of my talk will be on you or on me? Effect of my talk will be on me, not on you. Unless you are ready, unless you want. During this corona, we had for 2 years continuously corona festival talks. Morning and evening, one talk. So, one person called me and said, Swamiji, how can you talk in front of the camera without anybody in front of you? I said, look here. When I am talking, who is the first person to hear or listen? Myself. If my words do not influence me, will they influence others? We parents always complain, Swamiji, my children don't listen to me. Our words have no value, no meaning. See? Suppose I write on a paper, stone, Stone, make a laddu of that paper and throw at Ravi. Will it hit him? Just a tissue paper roll. So he will open it. Oh, Swamiji wants a stone. He puts a stone in that and throws at me. It will hit me, is it not? Because the word is carrying the meaning. Why people don't listen to us? Because our words are sterile. They have no meaning. Because they don't come out of experience. See, friends. And for that, this is the spiritual practice. We have to learn from every experience of our life. And if you are bent upon learning, even God cannot stop you from learning. And if you bent upon, let God teach me, you are giving a challenge to God. He cannot teach you. And therefore, we are given such beautiful experiences in life. And from those experiences, then we slowly start learning. With every additional experience, when we learn, we grow wise. And if we do not learn, nobody can help us. Pariksha lokan karmachitan. Now what we have to learn, now be very attentive. We have to learn very simple things. First of all, whenever we interact with anything, what are our interactions? First, are they necessary? You have heard in the beginning the happy mantra mala. In that there was one mantra. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. But we have got default settings. About everything, we have got a comment. About everything, we have got a suggestion. Therefore, if we learn, then slowly, our interaction with the world will change. And what will be the interaction? Interaction will be that which we have given value initially, after some time, it becomes devalued. Now, from this, what I have learned, I keep on moving around the world. So many times I must have gone. Initially, in 80s, when I used to go, such a great enchantment. Oh, Switzerland, I want to go here, I want to go there. Oh, it is Brazil. Oh, I want to. Initially, too much interest. See this, see that, see this, see that. And once I was in Norway, a very beautiful spot. Only independent cottage and a huge lake in front, greenery all around, and like a wall, huge mountain. After some level, then only rocks, no greenery. And above, on the top, there was snow cap, like a picture post. So when I went there, immediately, Kumbhak, so thrilled to see that. And then I told, hey, I'll eat food outside only, oh, get me here only. I wanted to see that. First day. Second day, again, I see it's troubling you. I'll sit in the veranda and eat there. But has become. Third day, खाने के लिए गया. I don't want that khakra, thepla, dhokla, khandwa, handwa, all the Gujarati dishes. They are as if somebody is hitting you. Not a single dish is having a good name. Khakra. During this your Corona festival, out of sympathy for me, people used to send me food, packed food. And in that period, I have received more than 300 khakra packets. And khakra is such thing. which you cannot eat. It is like, tissue paper hardened and given to you. No taste, no nothing. See? So, on the third day, my interest was only about food. Garam garam banao. No more interested outside. Fourth day, what is our next program? Where is our flight? That time I discovered this principle. Human mind cannot remain attracted toward the same thing, same person, same situation, infinite way. Only up to a particular limit it remains attracted. After that, the attraction dies away. This is the reason most of the mid-life crisis, the fight between husband and wife, happens at this age. When the ladies are around 45 plus and the gents are around 50 to 55 plus. Then tu my tu kabaddi kabaddi kabaddi, and if they are Gujarati, then hu tu hu tu. Because mutual attraction dies away. That time, what can help us is only the wisdom. And therefore, we should never listen to the mind. When we are interacting with the world, whether the mind is influencing us and guiding us, or we are the master of the mind. See, friends. And therefore, this principle when we learn, then you will discover new techniques of living life. First technique is never retire in life. Keep occupied throughout life. When you retire, you lose the charm of living. See? गम उठाने के लिए मैं तो जिए मरो ना. We are living only because we can't die? No. Let every moment be an inspired moment. And we can be inspired if we have something higher goal in life. If our goal is daridri, how can we get inspired? See? We have to be inspired in life. And for that, goal has to be higher. One boy in Maninagar, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, he came and asked me this question. After my talk, I was getting down. He came with the helmet and, Swamiji, I got a question. I said, keep with you, I don't need. I got a question. What is wrong if I run after girls? I said, nothing wrong. Run. This is your age. You want a company, I am free. He got so disgusted. He expected Swami, therefore he will tell, no beta, you should not run after girls, you should run after buffaloes. He was totally nonplussed. What to say to this Swami? You don't understand, he told me. I said, my dear, you have not understood your problem. Your problem is not that. Your problem is you are unable to focus on whatever you do in your life. When you are studying, your mind runs here and there. When you go to play, then you think of food. When you are taking food, you think of your friend. When you are with a friend, you think about your studies. In short, your mind is on strike, is not available to you anytime. This is your problem. Yes, Swami. See? We only know one thing about mind. Complain. Don't complain about mind. Work on the mind. That is what we do with the kids. We only complain about them. So what is to be worked on the mind? Then I told him another story. I can make millions of stories in no time. I said, have you sometimes seen the various, girls who are born as human beings, but they want to walk the catwalk on that ramp when they go to walk a catwalk. Now that is the goal of their life. If somebody has to walk there, can you and me go there? You require a figure. 36, 24, 36. Ours is a drum, 40, 40, 40. Now the drum is good for rolling on the road, not walking there on that ramp. Now to come to that figure, that girl has to be very cautious. How much food she eats. They don't eat food. They calculate calories. How much exercise. Every day they will be weighing. See? Because they have got a goal. When you have got some goal, you cannot be indulgent in this world. So find out a goal which will protect you from yourself. I am not telling you God realization. Spare poor God. See, what should be the goal of our life? Only one. Try this. Bhagavan says in second chapter, Nasti buddhi ayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayata shantihi ashantasya kutas sukham. He says, ayuktasya, he who is not disciplined in his life, whether it is a material life or it is a spiritual life, our life must be disciplined. Not only physical, but disciplined in the process of thinking also. Many a times, we are not able to differentiate whether we are thinking or worrying or reacting. See, thinking and worrying both are thoughts. But one type of thoughts are those which entangle us in our own thinking. And second types of thoughts are those which will relieve us from our own thinking. Never our parents taught us, nor elders taught us, nor the schools, colleges taught us how to think. Has any one of us been taught by our parents how to think? No. And the whole life is dependent on your ability and quality of thinking. See, friends. Therefore, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Our understanding cannot be clear unless we are disciplined in our thinking process. Normally we react. Take an example. If I were with Newton in England and we were both going together and the apple fell down, what I would have done? Lift it. What else? I know only bhoga. Eat to eat. But Newton, he saw that and he also interacted with that event. I also interacted. My interaction was bhoga pradhan and his was inquiry. So every experience of our life, if it can set us into inquiry, we will not be indulgent in this world. See? Complaining about the mind. See? Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, no, too many thoughts come. What should I do? Don't meditate. No, but my guru told me meditate every day. Then meditate. No, but the thoughts come, then don't meditate. You decide. See? We are mobile complaint boxes. Complain about everything. If there is nothing, God is omnipresent. And therefore, दुनिया बनाने वाले काहे को दुनिया बनाई? तुमको परेशान करने के लिए. Stop complaining. And once you take this stand, then second thing, nacha yuktasya bhavana. Then start playing. Spiritual life is not a punishment. It's a game. It's a fun. Start playing. What to play? If somebody does a mistake in asking you a question, how are you? Don't take a revenge. Beto, batata hu. Don't tell all that. This I learned in Delhi from one old Punjabi lady. I went to their house and it was my mistake. I went to her first. I should have gone to her grandson. But anyway, I had to suffer for my mistake. When I went there, I said, Amma, how are you? Oh, Swamiji, तुसी आ गई हो ना? बैठो ऐसे. So I sat there. And then she started. This morning, when I got out of the bed, I got a twist in my ankle, and then the pain is so excruciating, and her description was so live that listening to that, I started getting pain. When she was telling, her grandson called me, Swamiji, 1 minute. I said, Mama, excuse me, I'll just come. What is calling for? He said, how can you listen to Dadima? She is constantly talking the same thing again and again, again and again. I said, what should I do? Should I pluck her mouth? Yes, we do that. How do you do that? When she starts talking, we show her fingers. That means you already told 4 times. Then she keeps quiet. I said, hey, you are my Guru Maharaj. I learned from you. Again, I came back. Swamiji, what I was telling you, I forgot. Never mind, I start again. Are, is it Ramayana or what? Start again. And when she started, I said, Amma, you told me so many times, stop it. Just try this. If anybody asks you, how are you? Fire. I am on the top of the world. But the word should carry the meaning. How are you? Don't put top per hai. No. It should carry that meaning. Friends, stop complaining. Living at zero complaint level. No complaints. And complaints come about everything in this world. So our complaint is about our mind. Mind is to disturb. Now instead of complaining, learn. To whom the disturbances come. See? When we give value and importance to anything in this world, we are responsible for all the disturbances in our mind. So you are all here. If something happens in India, your mind will be disturbed. If something happens in Cambodia, we become philosophers. दुनिया में चलता ही है ऐसे. Why? Because we have given zero value to that. So what we have to understand, if we have given value to something, we have to devalue that. Is anybody ever born with a cigarette in the mouth and a lighter in the hand? How we start smoking? One youngster sitting on a motorcycle looks at the billboard and there he sees one useless fellow sitting on the motorcycle and a cigarette in his mouth and there is one Hondi sitting behind and then he starts imagining, yes, I am sitting like that, cigarette, but somebody has to be behind, you know. And slowly, slowly, then first cigarette, the smoke starts coming from all the holes. Second cigarette, with the experience of 1 cigarette. Third cigarette, experience of 2 cigarettes smoking. Nth cigarette, experience of n-1 smoking. When n-1 approaches n, then they are equal. And thereafter, we don't smoke. The cigarette starts smoking us. We have created. Nobody is responsible for anything that happens in our life. We have to learn. So be very attentive. Like this, a good friend of mine, he was, when he met me, he was retired from what you call military. He was a retired brigadier. Became very close friend. And he came to meet me on the Delhi airport noon time flight, and he said, Swamiji, I cannot come in the evening for the satsang because I can't drive properly and light is a problem. I don't have driver. So I come to meet you. I said, very good. How is life? He said, I am so happy. I want to give you a good news. I said, again getting married or what? He said, oh, no, 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 no. Then I have given up smoking. I said, congratulations. Now my principle of life is learn from every experience. Fools don't learn even from their own experiences. Wise people learn from the experiences of others. So I asked him, okay, now I want to learn. What is there to learn? I said, now don't argue, simply answer my questions. You were smoking for how many days? Days? 60 years. When I was 15, I started smoking. Now I am 80. Oh, good. So you have some data that you were smoking. You are so happy? Yes. Now you have given up smoking. Now here also you have got data? Yes. Now if you evaluate these two data, which is superior? The data that when you are smoking for years together, you are happy. Now you have given up smoking, you are happy. Which is superior? Of course, when I gave up smoking, I am so happy. Now discover this principle. The real joy is not in getting the things. The real joy is giving up the things. Learn. But our whole life is, I want more, more, more. How much? And how it comes? Because we have given importance to something or somebody. See, friends, nobody can disturb us unless we cooperate with the disturbances. Like you'll see now, some devotees come and go on here and like, how does it matter for us? But we have to see who has come. Okay, important. It is not anybody's fault. We have trained ourselves like that. We are unable to focus 100% because we have given importance to anything. Therefore, what we have to learn, if we have given importance, we have to devalue. Perfectionists suffer perfectly in life. They are so perfect and they expect the whole world to be perfect. And the world will not be perfect because God has not created this world out of a machine. All the samples are the same type. What a fun in that. See? There has to be somebody is tall, somebody is short, somebody is white, somebody is... So beautiful it is, And therefore, such people, they are very good people. But because of this one hang-up, perfection. About this I'll tell you one event which happened somewhere. That teacher, she was, given some punishment because she has scolded the child in the school. Now, you cannot say anything to the children according to law. You cannot. So she was put on, kind of suspension for a few years, 1 year almost. And then crying and all that. What is the reason? I said, the reason is you expect perfection from others. You are a perfection. Superb, no doubt about it. You should be perfect. Don't expect the world to be perfect. Accept the world as it is. But why the people are like that? Manufacturer's defect. You don't have to worry about it. You be perfect. And such perfect people, they are miserable also perfectly. Learn, learn, learn. Thus, when we interact with the world cannot disturb us unless we cooperate with the world. See, friends, right from childhood, how many things we have gathered in our life. Now you look at them, you feel how foolish I was. I was crying for these marbles when I was small. And all the time, marble, I wanted to, my mommy doesn't give me and all that. So that marble has gone. But now we are miserable for another marble. What is another marble? Bathroom में marble लगाना है. अरे राम राम. Something or the other. We keep ourselves extrovert. See friends, we have to learn. Now one very important point, how we have to learn from our experiences from the world. Why we go to sleep and what exactly the experience of the sleep. Don't demonstrate. Listen. So, why we go to sleep? Because we are tired of this world. Tired of everything. And if we don't get sleep, we become more miserable. See? One lady in Bangalore asked me, Swamiji, I don't get sleep at night. I said, because you are realized. No, what to do? Then I told her, I said, do you know why you don't get sleep? You are not relaxed in your life. Relax. And one day you'll discover the cause of our this disturbance is not from outside, it is from inside. Therefore, why we go to sleep? Because we unburden ourselves of three principles. We are all carrying the burden of three principles. One is time, space, and object, or individual. Three burdens. When you carry any burden, after some time, we want to unburden ourselves. See? So, learn from this. Now, when you go home, start this as your regular spiritual practice. When we go to sleep, what exactly happens? First of all, we withdraw ourselves from the whole world. We come back home. Then we drop all our achievements, failures, personalities, everything we drop. Then we are inside the house. Finish whatever you have to do it. Then we drop the house. We go in our bedroom. We drop the bedroom. We go below the quilt. And what is the japa going on there? Only one japa. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. And the sleep will not begin till I and want is. Whole night inside some going on and on and on. And when this I also is dropped, and I is dropped when there is no want. Even I do not want to sleep. Then the sleep begins. And therefore, in sleep, there is nobody, there is never, no time, and there is nowhere, no space. So in deep sleep, where are we? When are we? What are we? In deep sleep, we are nowhere, we are never, we are nobody. Net result, we are happy. And happiness expresses as sound. Can you be happy with a frown on the face? क्या हो गया तुमको? I am happy. No. Then our Saptaswara begins. Why happy? Nobody snores hurriedly. Can you imagine? ये जल्दी खत्म हो. No. Because you are really happy. And in that, we are nobody. In Melbourne, it happened a few years before. We had a retreat. And the first night, after evening inauguration lecture over, there everybody had dinner and slept. Next day morning, meditation class. After meditation class, one couple came. Swamiji, please tell him, he snores very loudly. And when I wake him up, he says, no, I am not snoring. And again he continues, what should I do? I said, I take his side. He's right. He doesn't snore. You also take his side. Yes. Who is he? He is my husband. In deep sleep, he is not your husband. So the one who snores is not your husband. So when he says, I didn't snore, he is right. Snoring is happening. Why? Because you are happy. And why we are happy? We are unburdened. Time, space, and object. Therefore, live in this world cheerfully, happily. But do not carry the burden of possessiveness. Don't possess, belong. A child is not possessive of the mother. The child belongs to the mother. It is the worry of the mother. Child is relaxed. In a ship, it was a rough, sea, and people were, moving here and there. So the child was very happy. At least now they are playing. Earlier they were all, frowning and looking and all kinds of things. Very good. I am also happy. So when he was also running here and there because of the rough sea, so one person asked me, are you not afraid? I said, why to afraid? We are all playing. He said, no, it's a very danger. We don't know what will happen to the sheep. Is it? Then he ran to his mother and in her lap and the thumb inside. Now I am safe. Because he belonged to somebody. If you belong to God, you will not be miserable in life. Those who are miserable, they have disowned his care. He's taking care of us 24/7. But ahankara vimudhatma karta aham iti manyate. We have this notion that I am doing this, I am doing that. And therefore, when we look at this world, let us belong to the world rather than possessing the world. Just imagine, for the sake of imagination, wherever you go in the world, you are received with great love and cheer. But we cannot go, okay, take your own example. Suppose you go home. That is a good example. Go home. And when you are entering the house, your wife opens her door with a smile and dress exactly the same dress what you like, not what she likes. And then she takes the briefcase from your hand and holds you by the hand and takes you to a sofa and you makes you sit. And then you sit down and then the shoes are removed, the socks are removed. There's a warm, fragrant water and a towel is put and squeezed slowly and your feet are slowly wiped. In just example. All the husbands became so serious. This imagination makes you happy. Is it not? Friends, life is like a cup of tea. Depends how you make it. This principle I learned in a tea garden. That Amma is no more, recently she died. I used to go to Darjeeling to her tea garden, now and then. So in her office it was written, nice, small, cute sticker. Life is like a cup of tea. Depends how you make it. We are squarely responsible for everything in our life. Nobody is responsible for our miseries. But our expertise is in this. We have got default settings. If I am a husband, thank God I am not. If I am a husband, then the cause of my misery is my wife. If I am parents, the cause of my misery is my children. Now what will be the sadhana done by a husband as a spiritual practice? His sadhana will be to improve the wife. This is called as ashakyanushtanam. Impossible undertaking. and then become more miserable. See, friends, we have to change. We have to change. Nobody is responsible for anything that is happening in our life. The world is beautiful. All the great masters, take example of our Vivekananda Swami. The published work of his stay, not for 60, 70, 80 years. How many years he lived? Hardly 15, 20 years. During that period, how much output? Even if you simply read, you will take your whole life. So during his time, is it that the day was 40 hours a day? The week was 15 days a week? Month was 600 days a month? And year was 10,000 days a year? No. The same time scale where we are, the same political turmoil, the same pandemics. When Swami Vivekananda was there, that time also there was pandemic. When our Shirdi Sai Baba was there, that time there was a pandemic. Problems are same. But how can one grow to such a stalwart personality is only because attention is on something higher in life. And what is the highest in our life? As the seekers of truth, only one simple thing: be happy. You can be happy only if you are at peace with yourself. Nobody can disturb us unless we cooperate with the disturbances. That is the meaning of saburi. Shraddha and saburi. Saburi is ability to have patience. Those who don't have patience, they become patients, constantly reacting on every small little thing. See? Nasti buddhya yuktasya, na cha yuktasya bhavana, na cha bhavayata shantihi, ashantasya kutas sukham. A person who is disturbed, how can he or she be happy? We have to remain at peace. Value is to our peace of mind, not to anything in this world. Those who become disturbed because of others, they are the fools of the highest order. Why we should be disturbed because of others? If you can, help. If you can't, forget. But don't become miserable. Never justify ourselves being miserable. And when we thus take this approach toward the world, our quality of life will change. Now, don't we like somebody who is happy? Do we like somebody who is constantly complaining all the time, complain? You must have read that story in your school days. There was one shepherd, young boy. He used to go take the sheep in the forest and then climb on the tree, and from there he used to shout, "See, the tiger has come, tiger has come." And the people will run there to kill the tiger, and then he will laugh, "Oh, I made a fool of you." Once, twice, thrice. Fourth time, really the tiger came, and as usual, he shouted. Nobody went there. In the same manner, if we are all the time complaining, first time somebody will listen. Second time somebody will take newspaper and say, "No, you speak, I am listening to you." Third time, go to toilet. Yad gatva na nivartante. You will go out. Nobody wants complaints in this world. Accept the world cheerfully, happily. See, this is the only way to interact with the world. And every difficulty in our life is for polishing us. See? Like you take any Vigraha, Bhagavan Krishna. How many millions of people go and do namaskar to him? But when he was just a marble rock, that time nobody will even look at it. But then how he came to that position? Chisel, hammer, chisel, hammer. Slowly, slowly, all unwanted was removed, and the inherent beauty was revealed. Let him express through us. And for that purpose, he starts chisel and hammer treatment. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. भगवान भला करे उनका जो दिल दुखाता है. Every difficulty, every problem in our life is a reminder. You are in this world for something higher. Not the same thing. We are born, we grow, get married, have children, then fight, and one day. Is this life? I was in Cary, North Carolina. Our neighbor is a white person there. Sunday, he was gardening. So the son came and he said, Dad, I want to ask you something. "Yeah, what is this early morning?" "No, Dad, I want to know how to be an intelligent husband." He looked at it, didn't reply anything, continued work. Again he said, "Dad, you are not answering my question. How to be an intelligent husband?" Again the dad kept quiet. Finally he said, "Dad, I don't want my wife to call me dumb. Like mom calls you dumb. I don't want her to call me dumb. Tell me how to be an intelligent husband." Father said, "There is no species called as intelligent husband. Those who are intelligent, they never become husband." Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Tomorrow we'll take the experience part of Satsanga and learn from it.